The perfect present. Jim's favorite teacher was called Miss Point. Miss Point helped Jim learn lots of different things. She taught him about words and walk and earache and emails and shapes and shapes. She was never angry when Jim made spelling mistakes, and she played basketball with Jim and his classmates in the morning break. Miss Point was a great teacher, and Jim wanted to give her a present, but he had no ideas. Jim went for a walk around the river and then sat down to think. He watched the water. He watched a frog, the jump off an old bird, and caught 3 fat flies in the river part. He watched a lizard that slept on a rock. He watched 2 bees that passed in circles above some ducks. "It's so beautiful here," Jim said. Mr. and Mrs. Stark and their daughter Grace loved walking by the river too. They stopped when they saw Jim. "Hi, Jim. Are you all right?" Mrs. Starr asked. "Hello, Mrs. Starr," Jim answered. "I want to give my teacher a present, but it's difficult. Can you help me choose one?" "We can try," said Grace. "What does your teacher like?" "She likes the internet and trips on the train, and she loved weekends," answered Jim. "But I can't give her those." "No," said Mr. Starr, "you can't." "What color does she like?" "She likes green," Jim said. "She painted our bookcase green. I'd like to give her a green apple tree or the prettiest green parrot in the world. But I can't do that." "No, you can't," said Grace. "Apple trees look nice when they're cooling in the field, and the parrots look prettier when they fly in the forest." "How about a lion or some Aesop beans?" asked Mrs. Starr. "They're green." "No," said Jim. "I don't want to give her any of those things." "Then a salad?" asked Grace. "Yes," said Jim. "She likes salads. My aunt grows salads in her garden. I can try some of those." "But that's not enough." "Well, does she like the color blue?" asked Mr. Starr. "Yes," said Jim. "She painted our classroom door blue. I'd like to give her a beautiful blue sea or 500 blue flowers, but I can't give her those." "No, you can't," said Grace. "The sea looks nice next to white sun, and blue salads look more beautiful when they grow in the green grass." "What about a blue ball or pen or blue watch?" asked Mrs. Starr. "No," said Jim. "I don't want to give her any of those things." "How about some blue grapes then?" asked Grace. Oh, she likes grapes. That's a fantastic idea," Jim said. "And we grow the grapes in our garden." "I can take some of those, but that's not enough." "Does she like yellow?" Mr. Starr asked. "Yes," answered Jim. "Yellow's her favorite. Our clock is yellow. I like to give her the sun. Oh but Butterfly, but I can't give her those. No, said Grace, you can't. The sun looks more beautiful above the mountains, and yellow butterflies look prettier, but they're flying in the sky. What about the yellow apple, some lemons, or a banana? Asked Mrs. Tom. No, said Jim. I don't want to give her any of those things. Cheese is yellow, Grace said. Yes, yes, she likes cheese. That's a brilliant idea. We make cheese at home for my favorite cow's milk, said Jim. I know my teacher loves the internet and train trips and weekends, but she loves picnics too. And green salines, blue grapes, and yellow cheese or grape things to take on a picnic. I can give her those. Thank you for helping me choose a perfect present for Miss Point. Jim and the Star family jumped up and walked slowly home. The frog jumped up too and ate another fat fly.